Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Seattle Seahawks. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
15 yards on the play, first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, but it'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up second and 10. Throwing again. Carr, his throw incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
Gave the commencement address at the University of Wisconsin a couple of years ago. One of the most popular players ever to pull on the uniform there. The beginning of his career, he was a so-called game manager. Take care of the football and rely on the defense. Now, in this stage of his career, the offense runs through him, and it runs very well.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Raiders have got him. Solomon Thomas able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf. It got his man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run this with Homer. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll drop to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jacobs now. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 41, Carr. Man open, that's who he was. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, Drake. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game. Carr completes it, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got Snead. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Now Carr again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. And this a 39-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It sounds like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from the veteran QB, Derek Carr. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. And what I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. You just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll throw from the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Wilson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guy's jersey clean throughout the game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Carson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run it with Carson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now it's Carson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he returns this to the 22. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll They'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 35. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Caught by Snead over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. 12 yards there and a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Looking for the end zone. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top with the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Caught. Incomplete. Almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Here's Reed returning. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's Carson. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's good enough for a Seattle first. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for third down. Now Wilson. That's going to be complete to his Taylor Everett. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Second and 11 now. Wilson's going to hold on to it. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Las Vegas.